Hey, DJ Chuck T, real quick. I know you're setting up, but listen, it is tax season. If I'm in the music industry and I want to invest my money wisely, how would you say I do that?
Okay, super easy question, because I get a lot of artists who ask me this question. So I'm glad that you asked me so that I can put it out there for everybody. So I tell people, you want to set up your structure, your infrastructure, and your branding first before anything. All right. Again, that structure, infrastructure, and branding. So when we talk about structure, we talk about being recognized as a business. All right. I know it's hard for a lot of us to think of ourselves as business owners, you know, being creatives, but you are a business and you got to treat yourself like a business. That means getting your EIN number, your LLC, your S Corp or your C Corp, paperwork done, getting a DUNS number, getting a business bank account, getting an office or some type of virtual inbox that's going to give you a business address, getting your website set up. Those things are going to make you actually feel like a business. So now you can start treating your craft like it's a business. On top of that, all right, a lot of states and counties have art councils that give out grants to creatives every year, sometimes twice a year. I mean, this business is pricey. We all spend our own money, so why not try to spend somebody else's? I know at least 3 DJs and maybe 6 or 7 artists who've gotten grants from the NC Arts Council. All right. And those grants can be anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000. You know what I'm saying? Who don't need that type of extra bread coming in to invest in themselves? And then let's talk about infrastructure. All right. If I'm a DJ, I am a DJ, the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is buy speakers and buy wireless mics. All right. You can fight with these clubs and get $250, $300 a party. Some people get less than that. Or you can get you some lights, you can get you some speakers, you can get you some wireless mics, and you can start doing corporate events, weddings, all that. You know, weddings, you can get anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000. I know people who get $10,000 for weddings because they got fog machines and all type of wild ass stuff. All right. If I'm an artist, I'm going to tell you, get your own studio equipment so that you can record yourself. All right. You can always send it off elsewhere to get mixed and mastered. All right. You want to leave that to professionals, but to record the music, you want to be able to do it yourself so that you can take advantage of those creative moments, whether they be at 7 in the morning, 10 at night, 2 in the morning, wherever. And then if I'm a producer, I'm going to want to get my own studio equipment as well so that when I'm making beats, now I can actually record those artists who are rapping on my beats. All right. Definitely get your infrastructure set up. Then, last but not least, branding. You want to make sure that you brand yourself. All right. Everybody talks about being a brand. All right. You're not a brand until people recognize you for something. So you want to be recognizable. Get you a dope photo shoot. Get you an EPK that outlines everything you've done or you're doing. Get you a logo for your name. Get you some stickers, some posters, some flyers, some promo material. So many people just depend on Instagram and Facebook to do it all for them, and you need more than that. All right. Instagram and Facebook are cool. They're avenues, but they're not really branding tools. You want to make sure that anything that you do is embedded in people's brains. Your name and your face are recognizable. All right. With a lot of the major brands we see out here, you don't even have to see the name. You see the logo, you recognize it. You see what I'm saying? So you want it to be the same, and you want to make sure that you are distinguished from everybody else who's out here trying to do what you do. You know what they say, there's 1,000 rappers born every day. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 R&B singers born every day. You got to differentiate yourself from all of those people. So if I get a lump sum of money in, all right, especially from taxes, we know y'all getting 5,000, 7,000, you know, even 10,000 if you know you claiming other people's kids, then that's how I would suggest you invest your money.